Good morning, students. This is Seema Gaur from Srimati LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. I have come today with a new chapter, the chapter number 7, Environmental Changes. First of all, we should know what is environment. Environment means the surrounding in which the humans, the animals and the plants lives. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about the changes which take place in environment. Okay, so let's read the chapter. The air that envelops the earth from all sides is known as atmosphere. The atmosphere is getting polluted due to human activities. The environment gets polluted due to industries, factories, power stations and vehicles. In the last chapter of geography, we have learnt about the 4 spheres of the earth: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. About atmosphere, we have learned that the air that surrounds the earth, that wraps the earth from all sides, is known as atmosphere. Now this atmosphere is getting polluted due to human activities. The activities which are done by humans that pollute the air. Some of the activities by which environment get polluted are like the industries which are running, that throws out the smoke and the waste in the environment. The factories, the power stations and vehicles throw out the smoke, and all these things that pollutes the environment. Okay. The changes that occur in temperature, direction of wind, moisture, etc. due to global warming are known as environmental changes. Now, we notice that there is a change taking place in temperature nowadays, in direction of wind also, and moisture in the air. And this is because of global warming. Now, what is this global warming? Global warming is the unusual rapid change in the temperature of the earth. Like average temperature of the earth is increasing day by day, and that is increasing again by the human activities, because the humans are using the fossil fuels of the earth and throwing the pollution in the air, right? And because of that, the gases are released and the temperature, the heat in the environment is increasing. So these kind of changes which are taking place in temperature, direction of wind and moisture due to the global warming, they are known as environmental changes. Find out the places that experience extreme rain, heat, cold and extreme climatic conditions with the help of the given table. Also find out the reasons for the same. Here one table is given in which the name of the country and the climatic conditions of the country is given. That means heat, cold and rain. How much heat, cold and rain it receives is given. We need to find out the reasons behind it, right? So first country is Russia. In Russia, it experiences heat of 15 degrees Celsius average heat and cold of minus 20 degrees Celsius, and rain it gets 100 centimeter every year. That is the average rain every year. We can give the reason behind it is lying in the northern hemisphere, very much near to the North Pole, which is totally freeze. You know that the Arctic Circle, it is totally freeze, and Russia lies quite near to it, and there are many snow covered mountains in the Russia. So it experiences minus 20 degrees Celsius of cold, and that's why the same reason it experiences less heat, that is the 15 degree Celsius, and it gets the sufficient rain of 100 centimeter. Now the second country is Iran. Iran gets the heat of 30 degrees Celsius, cold experience is 10 degree Celsius, and rain it gets 50 centimeter average every year. So here it is very much different than Russia. Iran is having a desert. Okay, most of its part is covered with desert, so it experiences 30 degree Celsius of heat average, and the cold is not as much as Russia, and rain it receives less. Our next topic is what is weather? The condition of temperature, rain and moisture, humidity in any region at a particular point of time is known as weather. That means the state of the atmosphere at the particular place and time in regards to its heat, cloudiness, sunshine, wind, etc. If someone asks you what is the weather, we can go out in the open and find out how much of heat is there, or it is raining and either it is cold. So that condition is known as weather. That condition of that particular place at that time, whether it is rainy, it is heat or cold, is known as weather. See, in the figure 7.1, India climate, the two maps of India are shown, and looking at this map, we need to find out the weather of this place and write down the answer in our notebook. Next topic is what is climate? The average condition of rain, temperature and moisture for over more than 35 years in any region is known as climate. Dear children, we know some regions as desert because the temperature is hot there, and some regions we know because the temperature there is very cold. Okay, and some regions we know because there it rains much. So this we can say because we know the details in the past of in the past 30 years they have received the more amount of rain than any other regions. So it is called the region which receives heavy rainfall. And in some regions we know it is very hot, like in the desert region. In the desert region we can say it is very hot, and the temperature in the desert is very hot. Since last 30-40 years it has never experienced the less heat. So the average temperature, condition of rain and moisture for more than 35 years of any place is known as its climate. Greenhouse farming. Countries with a cold climate receive less heat from the sun. This hampers the growth of plants and vegetables. Hence, the arrangements are made to accumulate adequate heat from the sun. The roof is made of either glass or cloth to allow the sun rays to penetrate and sustain the heat inside the building. And this practice is known as the greenhouse farming. We know that for the growth of any plants, the sunlight is required. But in the cold countries, they receive less heat. So it affects the growth of the plants. So necessary arrangements are made to collect the sufficient amount of the heat from the sun. So one roof is made either of glass or cloth to allow the sun rays to go through it from the roof or glass, and to sustain means to support the heat inside the building, okay, where the plants are grown, and this practice is known as greenhouse farming. Changing climate. Dear students, here the 6 pictures are given and we need to write one sentence about each of the given picture. Starting from the left side, here it is a picture of a land which has got dried. We have learned about famine in our earlier geography chapter. So this is the land which has dried up because of less rainfall or no rainfall. Second picture, you can see it is of a desert. Yes, the trees have totally shed their leaves. Okay. Third picture, you can see it is of a green land where because of rainfall, good amount of rainfall, it is greenery all the sides. In the fourth picture, you can see it is a snowy region, means the regions covered with snow. The mountains you can see here. Next picture is of the dense forest. And last picture, we can say it is of flood. The region which has recently received lot of rain and it is flooded. Okay. What is global warming? Global warming refers to an unequal and continual rise in the average temperature of Earth's climate system due to the greenhouse gases. It occurs when certain gases in the atmosphere entrap infrared radiation, that is the UV rays. This effect makes the planet warmer, which subsequently reaches to global warming. In the starting of the chapter, we have learned that what is global warming. Global warming is a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. Generally, it is attributed to the greenhouse effect, and it is causing an increase of levels in carbon dioxide, CFCs, and other. Here it is mentioned that greenhouse gases. A greenhouse gas is a gas that absorbs and emits radiant energy within the thermal infrared range. And these greenhouse gases cause the greenhouse effect. Now see, a picture is also given of greenhouse effect. Now gases in the atmosphere such as carbon dioxide trap heat just like the glass roof of a greenhouse. These heat the trapping gases are called greenhouse gases. At night, Earth's surface cools, releasing the heat back into the air. But some of the heat is trapped by the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So this makes the atmosphere hotter and it affects the global warming. And that is why the heat in the atmosphere is increasing. The temperature of the earth is increasing day by day due to the effect of the greenhouse gases. See the picture. When the heat of the sun from sun rays gets reflected on the surface of the earth, it again reflects at the atmosphere here. The presence of the greenhouse gases, in the atmosphere sends the heat back to the earth and warms the earth. You can see here. This effect is known as greenhouse effect. And that is why the temperature on the earth goes on increasing. That's the reason of global warming. Students, if you simply cover yourself with a blanket for 10 minutes, what did you experience? You will experience that there is a heat collected in the blanket and now you are not feeling so cold. Okay, so this is the effect of greenhouse gases. The gases which are there in greenhouses, they act like a blanket for the earth and it does not allow the heat to go back to in the atmosphere. So the temperature on the earth is going on increasing, and that is the cause of global warming. Here are some news from the newspaper which has been noticed as the effect of global warming. Average increase of 5 degrees Celsius in the temperature in West Europe heat experience. We know that the Europe is a cool country, means it is the area, it is a region where the climate is very cool, but there is an average increase of 5 degrees Celsius in temperature. So that is the effect of global warming. 14 degrees Celsius temperature in Darjeeling reaches to maximum of 28 degree. It is also one example of temperature increase. Snowfall in the desert. Dear children, in desert we know that it is very hot, but snowfall has occurred in desert. Mumbai has received 942 ml rain in one day in 2005. Effect of global warming. Increasing temperature in Australia, that was recorded in 2005. Sundarban is submerging. Sundarban is in Bangladesh and India, on India and Bangladesh border, and it has started submerging, means most of the part of the Sundarban has started getting merged into, means drowning into the water in such a way that the flats are exposed in the low tides and they are drowning, means they get submerged in the high tides. Next, reduction of 5 km in Khumbu snow river of Nepal. Now, Khumbu is a glacier which is located in the Khumbu region of northeastern Nepal between Mount Everest and Lhotse Nuptse Ridge. It is the world's highest glacier and it has started melting. Up to 5 kilometers of this region has started melting. And now next is ice cap of the size of 3,250 square kilometers melts within 35 days in Antarctica. So here this is the biggest example that this much square kilometer ice cap, it has started melting in Antarctica, which is totally a freezed region. Sources of river are drying up. We know that the rivers, they mostly come from the mountains. So that has been started drying up. How does the earth get heated? The greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbon, that is called CFC, and halocarbons play an active role in the greenhouse effect. The increase in the proportion of these gases leads to the problem of global warming and climate change. Gases like carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon and halocarbon, they are the main gases of the greenhouses. And because of these gases, if the proportion of these gases increases, then it leads to the problem of global warming. There is an increase in temperature by 0.6 degrees Celsius in the last 100 years noted. Means the temperature on the earth has increased 0.6 degrees Celsius in the last 100 years. And 100 years ago, the amount of CO2, that is carbon dioxide, was 275 ppm. Here ppm is part per million, and now today it is 350 ppm. Here it is also written that each person in the world releases 4.5 metric tons of CO2, and that is also one big reason of the global warming. Here one graph is given showing that increased average temperature on the earth in the last 150 years. Here you can see that the blue line in the graph, it represents the annual average, and the red line represents the 5 years average. You can see that in the blue line, it is going in 1880, the year down it is giving the years, and here the temperature. So here the blue line has gone down in 1860. 1860 the temperature was under control. Slowly in 1880 the temperature rose. Again it went down, and in 1900, nearby 1900, it again the temperature was good, means it was low. And after that in 1940 it raised a lot, and now it's going on increasing. You can see the graph. The blue lines and the red lines that are showing the temperature on the earth, which is rising and falling down. Which now it is showing that it is only increasing. The temperature on the earth is going on increasing and increasing. We know that a definite quantity of sugar or salt has to be added in the vegetables or tea. What would happen if we add more sugar or salt? In the same way, there is a balance of proportion of gases in the atmosphere. Imagine what would happen to this balance if the proportion of carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere. Here one table is given, and we will need to find out how much we are responsible in adding to the temperature of the earth. You can see that the thermal power station yearly it releases the gas which aggravates the greenhouse effect is 9 lakh ton. 9 lakh ton of gases are released in 1 year by thermal power station. A motor car releases 17 crore tons of gases in 1 year. A single motor car. AC on an average, if we are running it for 2 hours, in 24 hours, it will release 2,230 kgs of gases. Television, in 24 hours, it releases 190 kg of gases, which are affecting the greenhouse, which helps the greenhouse to rise the temperature on the earth. Tube light, if it is working for 24 hours, it releases 88 kgs of the gases. Computer, in 24 hours, 130 kgs. And freeze, that is a refrigerator, in 24 hours, 920 kgs of gases is being released. So now from this we can find out how much we are responsible in adding to the temperature on the earth.